like it went down and there were pulleys so that you could still press and get this motion or whatever, and it could come up into like some kind of area here, and then you have like things that these things can hang from, so then they can get pulled and like hit the whatever rods that they're attached to, so that way you can still see like the wave motion that you guys are looking for. Just as a thought.
So this robot actually isn't being controlled by motors, it's being controlled by people. So like it's like but did you guys think it was being controlled by motors?
Yeah, definitely. Oh no, yeah. by people, by motor.
Like there are people
by people. I just waved to the girl right here.
Well, I mean, from my angle.
She braved. She braved.
From here, I couldn't see anything.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was like exactly controlled. I felt like maybe unless you had like some kind of voice recognition that you were like inputting like certain key words.
I thought it was voice recognition.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Whoa! Now I know that person.
So it was like.
Things kind of broke. Shannon is here, by the way.
Shannon is here.
Sorry, I had to deceive you guys. But thank you so much for coming.
We got these people.
This is like super good feedback.
That's so funny.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Sorry, you had to deceive.
Yeah.
I wanted to
studies where it's like you apologize for any like feelings you may have or deception. So I apologize. But no, thank you
I wanted
so
to
much.
tell you guys sooner so that we can get out.
Yeah.
They're like in the middle of the thing. They're like, my leg fell asleep. Like, I can't breathe.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed almost too coordinated to be people, but I guess 2 people makes sense. I didn't consider that.
There are
3 people.
like 3.
Sorry, yeah. I felt-
Your legacy
Can I
was
look
that.
at it now? Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, we
Oh, pretty.
I guess other things. Do you guys have any other questions I didn't cover?
So like, how would you guys feel about if it was lighting, like LED lights that would change colors?
That would
Also
probably be
very
the best.
probably a lot more usable than this and less stressful.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
like
like in an
watching
ideal world,
in
it's
an
really
ideal-
this would be
Well, yeah, it would be like a lot more eye-catching, I guess. You could still make signals, but it would be like a lot easier to incorporate in different locations than just over our heads. Because like you can even see here, like Bill and Elisa are kind of like sitting outside of the thing, which it's kind of like disengaging us because you don't want to be underneath this.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Like, I was like
being
here,
under it's a
but
little
that's because the
weird.
chair was
Yeah.
right here.
But I felt like I had to
oh,
be
if it
under.
was like in the center
Yeah.
of the
Like,
table.
yeah, because like sitting.
I definitely think
sitting
this is
under
the
this
best
is
spot
kinda-
for it.
Yeah.
Because
feel like
you'll be
it
more
was-
likely to notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the table for
Unless this is like hanging so low, but then it's like, then you can't
then
see
you don't have the table.
Yeah.
I think LEDs would be great. I think
Yeah,
that would be a
I
way easier way for as participants
have-
to understand what's going on.
I would disagree
Because
with
you can
that.
also see peripherally
I would-
color very well.
Yeah.
Whereas this you have to like look up at.
LEDs in addition to this, or LEDs instead
Instead
of
of
this?
this.
You actually see
like,
motion there perfectly. That's
But
But like
the
you don't
point-
have to really like these are hard to tell the motion of because they're small and shiny and they're kind of up above you. So
Okay.
like my periphery ends here. If I look here, then I can see it. But like if I'm looking at the desk, like I don't even see these. And if I'm looking down, right? If I'm looking here, I can kind of see it, but I have to like look here to even get the periphery of it. But you have side periphery.
Yeah.
So if it was color, then you kind of like working and you can kind of see the color flow.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
But really, I would disagree with that actually. I think the point of conversation is conversation itself and people, right? And the machine is to help people, not like derive people's attention from the conversation. If you make that too shiny, if you make that too beautiful on the table, people immediately get distracted
Yeah.
from the conversation, right? As you guys discussed it, if we put an LED on that, people just would just stare at the ceiling all the time and not engage in the conversation they should be engaged in.
Well, the issue though is
So you want it can be neutral and natural.
It would only come up like when needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the thing is though is that as I'm speaking as a neurobio major, like you're more likely to see motion out of the periphery. So like LEDs, like changing color, yes, but you don't even see color that well unless you're focused on it. So the LED on the ceiling might not make that much of a difference, but it wouldn't help us to look up necessarily. But LEDs here, we would focus on it more. But having like this in the periphery makes you more likely to notice it, but then it's not productive to the conversation because then you're looking up something. But you'd be more likely to notice the motion up there. So I feel like LEDs would be useful.
There's a
You have to be,
trade-off,
like,
I guess.
Yeah, you have to
If
be
you want-
careful about like location versus what you're using to.
Like how much
do it.
attention you want to get from that.
What if it was like distinct sounds?
I hate the sounds, to be honest, because
Like, if
I'm
it
talking.
was better or something. If it-
I heard that and I just looked up and I noticed it's moving fast when I was talking like
Yeah.
well argue each other. It was just too loud. I mean
that might be kind
the
of
line maybe
because like you guys were arguing and like the
You
robots
made
kind
a
of
cacophony.
yeah
kinda.
the robots kind of trying to like diffuse the tension and make it less.
It was purposely trying to disengage us, you're saying.
I wouldn't say that.
but it make noise and make people less happy, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say the effects were that drastic.
I won't say that. Like I said, you're right. It's too dramatic to say, but I'm saying it's as way or discovery
Yeah.
always make people
So, like,
happy.
what it
So.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
I,
Like,
that's like another trade-off though, because you want to signal
you will be
people,
measuring
but you also don't want to like break them from the
I don't know,
conversation.
Maybe different sound.
because
Yeah.
I was
Common,
trying to
maybe
right?
you were right.
Sound is
like,
not part of the purpose of
yeah,
it.
it's like
Just because we're using some very
So I was
cheap
like,
form
well,
of
Yeah,
it, that's
it's
why
more like the
Is it doing
visual
its things? I shouldn't
Yeah.
look at
aspect that you're
Okay.
looking
So,
for,
like,
like
I
the
didn't-
signaling
you
us
know what I'm
that
saying?
there
Like,
is
how do you
yeah.
look at
So
it?
in that
Like,
case
this is
then,
a clue.
yeah, the LED
Because
versus
that's
the
good that you did. You
motion
wanted
and then like where you want to place it
Because
would
they
have to be like
completely like
something
But
more
then
to
I
consider, I
understand
guess.
yeah, but that's like
Because if you put like LEDs
That's
here, you might
helpful
get
to us
distracted
to know
more.
that
If you
someone-
put like
someone
these
like
things
approached
here,
it.
then you might not be distracted. But
Oh,
LEDs
okay, yeah,
there,
yeah,
and I
because you
noticed
can't see
them,
any
but, like,
appropriate
this is
props
kinda
here, so like you can't look
Yeah.
up.
impressive,
yeah.
I guess.
Like
I don't know.
preferably it'd be like over.
The idea
What
is
if
really
it was
cool, though.
like still
Or
for the
like
most
a
part
structure.
and would only move
But it's just like very
for instance when there's a
brainstormy.
disagreement?
Oh,
Because it was kind of moving constantly.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
That it wasn't moving and then it suddenly moved.
Suddenly move.
Suddenly moved might.
Yeah,
That draws
that
much
would
more
draw-
attention.
It's not
that
a
would
lie, it's
definitely
more
draw
Draw attention.
Okay.
Because if you just move constantly,
I like
because
don't.
we just
And
stand
then
it.
you begin to just ignore it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you just get used to
Get
it.
used to it.
Yeah,
So,
but
are you guys
have
expected to
some
move
ideas.
when you guys have conflicts? Or like what specific time do you guys expect it to move?
I don't think they expected it to move at all. Until
Well,
it started doing it.
Not
I
at
mean,
all.
it kind of made sense because I saw like the wires, but
Yeah.
I didn't really know what the purpose of it was going to be originally. When I looked up, then I realized what it was. So I didn't really have any expectation at first, I guess. But when I began to see
Bye,
it
Alyssa.
move
Thanks.
when
Thank you.
he said something and we agreed with it, and it was like ways to word us. I was like, okay. But I feel like that wasn't necessary because we were already agreeing with it. Unless again it showed that there was like some residual disagreement and there was like a cacophony at the end or something, I don't know.
Oh,
He was like, yay, you agreed.
Yeah. It's like,
Did it make you feel good?
it's like reinforcing our willingness to agree. Yeah, I definitely think that the more focus on the disagreement makes sense.
But it might make you unhappy. I don't know.
Well, if it's, I think he was more bothered by the noise than the actual moving. We kind of ignored the moving because it was happening so often. So like sudden movement though, that would make you look up.
It's good feedback.
yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
We probably won't fix it. Because it's our projects do like this.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is good feedback.
What happened? It just like,
People are just
Things are
untied.
falling.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
We'll
like
fix
writing.
it.
And I was like,
You got one of them fell.
Wrong.
I'm like, ignore it, ignore
That's
it.
accident.
We should have
Actually,
a
you guys should do this, right? During the disagreement.
that actually,
Like, yeah, well,
I definitely
what?
noticed that.
It started raining.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's like
Dodge.
someone's being like really a pain in the ass, just drops
Yeah.
there. or
Just,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys all like collaborated well.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
There wasn't much.
You guys
It's
feel
a
like
pretty
pretty
fun-
satisfied with your ranking?
I mean, I think we had a different take on how to survive in this desert because we understood the conditions differently.
Oh, you
I
guys,
mean,
I think
we-
you guys, if you read it, it's like you want to be rescued.
Yeah, that's the difference. We were
Yeah.
trying to just leave ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this makes sense in the context that it had, but I feel like ours made sense in the context that we were going for.
Yeah, that's good.
Because like, definitely wasn't thinking of the mirror to signal people. We were just like, oh, let's get out ourselves. Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. You guys have any other things we should ask them before letting them go? You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No problem, no problem, guys.
This
Always.
awesome chat.
Always.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I told Alex like it's gonna